Right, so we just found the access point to the diesel tank. To get access on this van, we had to remove the passenger seat and the driver's seat. So now we've removed the screws, we're just going to go see what's underneath. This should give us access to the float valve and the sender unit, which we should be able to take out and then tap in with the standpipe we've got. So we're going to do that and we'll come back. Okay, so got the old sender unit out, and as you can see, we've put the standpipe in now. This one's quite nice. On some of the videos I've seen, there's not a lot of space, but actually, if I show you underneath this one, it's quite clear, and there's not really a lot going on. So I think we've either got lucky, or maybe it's just normal. I'm not sure on the length of this yet. Obviously, it's coming down about probably 5 inches below the pump, so we might have to just cut this off. We're just going to try and pop it back in the van now. So it goes, and then we might have to just adjust the angle of this wherever it needs to go. We'll go pop it back in, we'll have a look, and then we'll bring it back. Right then guys, so got the old sender unit back in. As I was saying before, that bit of pipe that was coming down about 5 inches, we obviously had to cut off because it was hitting the bottom of the tank. We've done that, didn't have to change the angle of the standpipe, all was good there. As I was underneath the van feeding the pipe, as you can just see there, I fed it up through there's like a gap, and then I had someone inside to find it to come to where the sender unit is. That's all connected up now. We've used some P-clips. I don't think I've got one handy, but just 2 seconds. Under the van, so everything's all a bit tightened. But if you haven't seen these before, these plastic little P-clips, use those to secure the pipe to the underside of the van. The pipe comes down over the top there, comes down into the pump. I use this clear pipe what come with the standpipe, and then just some offcuts of a normal fuel line, and then put the clips onto there. Just made it easier to connect up to the pump obviously at the 45-degree angle I believe it goes at, and then the cable is routed, the actual electrical cable is routed into the back of the van, and it's, from what I can tell, and this is working, I have tested this, this should be on the outlet side of the pump. Keen-eyed people in the start of the videos might realise I used this actual bracket for the pump. I actually had it holding the actual air intake in, realised quite quickly that was then for the pump. So that's all done. So everything under here is all buttoned up, tidied up, cables all out the way, all good to go. Exhaust is obviously all set up. We will go inside now and have a look. Okay, so back at the top now. The unit's obviously all in, ready to rock and roll. I have had the unit running just to test it, and all seems to be okay. And we'll go up into the controller in a minute and have a look. Just for wiring, I cut off the inline fuse that this would have come with, and then I'm routing the wires. You can see the red and black wire down the bottom there, routes to a fuse block, and so I've got the positive there, and then I've got a negative fuse block on the side here. I've actually just started rewiring this whole van, just rechanging it. I've got an isolation switch here that isolates the whole system from the leisure battery. So yeah, currently changing all the electrics. I've also got a entertainment system going in at the top here, and actually behind this board here there is another fuse box. This panel here, I've designed it so you just take out 2 screws and the whole panel can drop down, so you have access for it. Currently that's the next project here, there's an old digital photo frame that's actually gonna be kind of retrofitted with hopefully a Raspberry Pi, Raspberry Pi 4, and see if we can get some type of entertainment system going in here. So plenty of projects going on with this van. So yeah, let's go have a look at the panel. So I've incorporated the panel into this kind of board I've made. The only thing I don't quite like is just how the cables come through the bottom here. Unfortunately, I couldn't work out a way to route that where it would hide them out the way. So that's what we've got for now. Let me just turn the power on. So as we turn the power on, let's see if we can get you a better view. Obviously, you can set your clock and stuff. With the isolation valve I'm currently using at the moment, there's no point because it's just obviously getting turned off at night. I'm sure these are absolutely fine to leave on. It's just while I'm working on the van, it's not really being used, there's no point. So yeah, basic control panel. You can set your time. There's loads of videos showing you how to do all the settings, so I'm not going to go into that. The only one I like, there is a remote control with this as well actually somewhere, and it does actually work. But yeah, it's been put away somewhere, probably somewhere safe, and I'll never find it again. But turn it on, just on button, the unit, you can see the little fan symbol starting to turn, cold air starting to come out of the actual machine now. I can feel it on my legs. It takes around about 1.5 to 2 minutes to start firing up. You can press the OK button, it will obviously tell you what the temperature is at the moment. So we're at 12 at the moment. This is probably set, it's only set at 10. So what I'll do is just turn that right up. It goes right up to 35. What I found is wang it right up to 35. It will run, and then you can actually turn it down to about 12, 13, 14. It just ticks over really nice, and you just get a real nice heat coming out of it. It's not going too fast. It's not too hot. It just keeps the van nice and warm, just ticking over. I don't know how good this is for the actual unit. I know people say just run them on full blast and leave them on that, keeps them cleared out. But what I generally do, run it on full blast for the start up. When I'm about to turn it off, same again, run it full blast, and then turn it off. So yeah, all good. You can actually change, so this is, if I go up now, it's on 35. A lot of these are on hertz, I believe, and I believe you change that by pressing the settings button and the actual up button together. And I believe that then changes the, let's have a quick look. Let's try and change the time now, so let's just have to wait for that to go off. Okay. Let's just let that go off, and I believe that changes it back to hertz. So now you can see the symbol for the pumps come on, and it's fired up. I can hear it fired up. You can also smell it because I got the tailgate open, but the pump's just ticking away nicely now. About 2 minutes on the clock on the timer, so yeah, about 2 minutes to fire up. And away she goes. Like I said, I've been using this just as I'm working in the van, just to keep the van warm. No issues so far. I haven't even had any error codes. I see a lot of people get error codes. That could be potentially down to voltage and stuff like that. I'm only running this off a leisure battery. That battery's actually not been charged yet, or it's just running on normal. I haven't charged it up. Sometimes you can go on here and it will tell you what the actual voltage is. Yeah, probably needs charging up because that's showing at 10.5 volts. So we'll probably get the old charger on it later on, make sure everything's charged up. We are going to have a lockdown a la driveway at camping. We can't get away in the van, but we were, you know, missed the old bugger and going out in it. So a la driveway, we are coming to see you. Right guys, that's about it from me. Hope you enjoyed the video, and there'll be plenty more coming. Cheers guys, take it steady, stay safe.